Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade
Shade
in the
in the
City.
City.
I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nellz.
And today we are jumping into our review. Please forgive us, Shade Squad, but y'all were on holiday too, so bear with us. But we are doing the 90 day of the Fiancé, season 10, episode 7, Now or Hold Your Peace. These vows, So yeah, y'all. If you have not already, hope you had a great Thanksgiving week holiday, got where you needed safely and got home the same way.
Yes.
But if you haven't already, please make sure
And missed us.
What happened?
I said, and missed us.
Oh, and missed us, yes. But yeah, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it and let's get shady. So unfortunately, I get the duty of doing Gino Jasmine. This is by far not my favorite. Now Gino, Jasmine, we left off. She was upset, belligerent, because
dramatic.
Because she found the lip balm, lip gloss, or whatever in Gino's car under the seat. So Gino's like, I never cheated on a girl. She's demanding to go back home. She outside shivering. And then starts crying and is like, why are you doing this to me? And it was just dramatic as Jasmine.
Gino was giving.
Right. Are we over this yet?
You big ass baby.
So then we know what we already know, but Jasmine admits that she has abandonment issues. Her daddy left when she was the age of 3, so she feels like she's not deserving of love. Girl, as much money as these men that you deal with got, you ain't went and got therapy yet.
No, she cared more about getting ass.
Clearly. And so she's still upset with Gino. And she's like, it's gonna take her time to calm down, but they finally go back home. And she's like, I don't know if I question how much he really loves me, if he says, the way he says he does. And so she decides to release some stress by cleaning the house. And I was like, that's a good idea, but not when it's not your house. She says she wasn't.
Is this her house?
Well, I guess it is.
And the dust in that shit, you could just see it through the damn camera, just make you feel itchy.
I'm sorry. He would have had to get a housekeeper for me to do that first run, because that's old built up dirt. He would have had to get a housekeeper for me. But Jasmine starts finding old mementos from his ex-wife, and then goes and finds the girl on Facebook and sees that they had pretty much had the same damn dog that I guess Gino bought them. And so when
Gino bought the other dog too?
I believe so. I think that's why it's such a gut punch.
So she didn't pick out Coco?
I don't think so. I don't remember her having Coco in the first season we saw them.
No, me either.
I feel like he bought that dog.
I felt like he bought it for Jasmine. I didn't know he bought the wife's dog.
Oh, well, Gino comes home, and of course, she's ready to get in his about everything she found. And so Gino's just looking at her like she's nuts and reminds her that he did have a life before her.
You know what? I feel like had that not happened, she actually would have been happy, because she was still mad at him, but he came home with like gifts for the dog.
Right.
And I think she would have appreciated that had she not
found all that.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they can not even know. Not even right. Just from being stupid and not thinking. So then, Jasmine
from not getting rid of stuff.
Right. So then Jasmine goes out to pamper herself, and she meets with Michelle, Dana's wife.
This was giving you. She said, I don't care how much I spend. It's on his card and he done pissed me off. Let's run it up. Yes. Let's run it up.
Run it up. Okay. So she feels like Michelle is the only person in his family that she feels comfortable with. She tells her about, the whole cleaning house scenario and how the things she found from his ex-wife, the love letters. And Michelle was like basically trying to reassure her that like everybody has stuff like that. She was like, even Dana. And I love when Jasmine was like, and you're okay with that? You accept that? I said, Valid question. So then she basically advises her to trust him a little bit more and work on accepting love and, believing in it. And I said, you just sound like a Cher song, girl. It's just.
You believe in
Yeah, that's what
love,
it was getting. So then she suggests that they go out and have a girls' night since, Gino had his bachelor party the night before she got there. Lord, Michelle, you came to stir the pot.
She had actually made Jasmine feel bad about getting on this dude about all this memorabilia. Then she opened up a whole nother can of worms. She's like, I should have won my first mind. I should have stayed mad at his ass this entire damn time. What the hell was I thinking?
Right. And we learned that Gino lied to her and told her that he wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't having a bachelor party when in fact he
Until
absolutely...
she got there that she can organize. That's because he already got his rocks off. He already got what he wanted.
And with the look on her face when she was like, he was touching other girls, and Michelle's like, yeah, he was the bachelor. Absolutely. Somebody was going to touch. He was going to be touched. And so this clearly, as Nell said, makes Jasmine feel validated now about her anger towards Gino, and she can't wait to get home and light this up again.
So I just feel like this whole season is just full of gaslighting. It just pissed me off that you saw the preview when Gino was like, "You act like I cheated on you." No, I act like you lied to me.
I'm acting like you lied to me. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Look, I felt that scene to my core.
So next up is actually Teresa's favorite, Sophie and Rob.
No, she make me so mad.
Are they not your favorite?
If she just wants to say no, first of all, they were never my favorite because Rob is the boy. But if she just wants to stay in America, just say that I'm using you for papers. But stop, because this whole, I don't know what to do, or I'm going to have to go back home. You should. Or go on that app and find you somebody that's gonna marry you in this 90 days.
She wants.
What was the one Eve was with? Can I find another sponsor? And before the 90 days.
She wants to give him 3 strikes and then he'll be out.
And then he come over there with that single ass rope. Don't give me
I got it in my notes. I got it in my notes.
I said, bitch, do you? Oh Lord, I'm cussing already. I know.
And then the fact he even brought it up like that was a gesture, girl. Yes. So yeah, Sophie and Rob. So Sophie, she's starting to feel it after Rob sends her a text and he misses her. But she said that he can come over there to her place and talk because she ain't going over to his place because we know it's disgusting as hell. So dark, gloomy, and nasty.
And then the fact that she left there to go.
So he gets there and shows up with, like Tree said, 1 single rose. Okay. And then,
even the man on a corner sell you a bouquet for $10.
It's given he was walking past a bouquet at a grocery store and just grabbed it. It didn't even come with the wrapper or nothing. Like, when you buy a single,
he probably stole that out somebody's yard.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I don't know. I don't think out somebody's yard. He probably stole it. You know how they sell the flowers outside the grocery store? He took it from a bouquet. Somebody better count their bouquet. But yeah, he basically told her that, like, what he did really wasn't as serious. It's like basically like junk mail. When do you have conversations with people in your junk mail? You send to people in your junk mail? Sir, listen, So, basically she kind of dumbs it down and tries to explain to him that she doesn't think that he cheated on her like in person. But he did hurt her, and this is the second time he did it. And she doesn't believe that his apologies are genuine because of that. So he doesn't really seem to understand. He doesn't understand why she doesn't.
He's like, I don't get it.
Yeah, he's like, I don't understand why you don't think it's genuine. I don't understand. Even though you said this is the second time I've done this and apologize for it. Why wouldn't this be genuine this time?
Can we also talk about how you really not doing? Like, that's what makes it. If you're not doing with your life, you live in. I mean, I can't even call that a trap house. I've seen trap houses that look better than that and they're bigger than that.
Girl, but let's not get it twisted. We know how some go crazy for struggle love. So it is what it is.
I don't believe she come from nothing. I just don't. Nobody, if you actually come from something, then nobody should want to live like that and accept that.
You know, and you know who I could compare her to with that? Melissa. Because Melissa gives, I come from something, I am something, and why the hell she ain't wasting her time on Louis for real. She
Right.
like, okay, yeah, you got a little $400 or whatever off of me, but or $4,500 off of me, but yeah, this ain't it, homie. I need somebody leveled up because
right.
But you know, he tells her that if she gives him another chance, he'll make it up to her. So she agreed because she says she has nowhere else to go, but wants to know what he's going to do to earn her trust back. And he says that he's going to spend the rest of his life trying to earn her trust back. So she's like, dude, you already told me that before. You used that line. Here we are again. And he feels like, you know, he didn't do anything wrong. Well, I'm sorry. He feels like, okay, he was wrong, but it could have been much worse. I hate when they say that. It could have been much worse. And here I am trying to step up now because I brought you a rose. Don't you see me making an effort?
Oh, it's all
rose
you know,
I stole
I'm gonna
from
do
you.
this every day of my life. So you're gonna bring me a broke ass single rose every. Yo, it's just her level of standards for me.
He wouldn't have been able to get,
That's what really aggravated me about
he
this
wouldn't have been able to
whole
get through the
scene.
door. He
What'd you
wouldn't
say?
he wouldn't have been able to get through the door.
And then for her to agree to go back to his dirty ass place when you done rented a place, why aren't you staying there and make him come there? If you're gonna take him back, why go back to bad living conditions? Clearly,
maybe it was like an Airbnb or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's not like renting from somebody because it looked, I mean, they were like chilling in the living room and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it was like an Airbnb.
Well, after that bullshit, he wouldn't have made it back to my bedroom. You damn right. You saw how she was like, you sitting too close on the couch. Go over there. But then she flipped it and reversed it. And now what am I gonna do? You're gonna get your ass and stay in that Airbnb and set you up a couple dates and see what happens while you're here.
But I would not run out.
I would not be worried about Rob. I can tell you that. I would not. I get it. They in love. She want that.
Call that girl from your junk mail, boo.
What happened?
I said, call the girl from your junk mail.
It's just.
I'd be like, so you risked you calling it junk mail, but you risked. So that means you risked our relationship for junk mail. Because you dumbing it down like it ain't nothing, but you put our relationship at risk for that.
And that's how you know, unfortunately, it'll probably happen again because he's dumbing it down like it's nothing. Oh. You done with them?
Oh yeah, girl, okay. I'm so done with them.
Oh, you stupid. I'm so done with it. So then we get to, this is Nell's favorite, Nikki and Justin. Now,
it don't feel weird you calling him Justin. I was just talking about that earlier. It just feels weird calling this man Justin. No, this ain't his damn name.
I don't even remember the other name.
Igor.
I'd rather call him Justin too. So Justin takes
never mind, I ain't even gonna say it. Go
Justin
ahead.
takes Nikki shopping because she's supposed to be going to meet his parents. He wants her to find something.
He took her to look at clothes.
You stupid, because he didn't pay for them.
And they didn't buy anything, first of all. But I don't think he ever had the plan to buy anything. But he took her to look at clothes and so she can buy what his mom would like.
Oh, okay. So he wants her to find something a little more conservative and modest. And he says that, although his parents know that she's trans and has accepted her, he basically don't want them to think she's a freak, is what I got from it. Now, she tries on a hot pink suit. And he's not here for it. And Nikki decides that she's gonna wear what she wants to wear anyway. And if they can't accept the way she dresses, then maybe they just aren't meant to be.
I think he was kind of okay with the suit. It was the fact that it was the suit with the see-through shirt underneath.
Well, and that the pants were tighter than.
Well, if she wasn't lifting up the goddamn jacket, you wouldn't be able to see her ass. So she all like, it looks good, Rob.
But she gives me the type. I'm sorry, the butt is nice. And trust, if it was me, every time I sat down, took my coat off, that would go up. So I ain't mad at a 4. It's a nice ass. It is. Might be bought, but it's nice. So now, Nikki is, getting ready to go meet his family, and, they're all anxious, and she's worried about how they're going to receive her. And so he's on this English app, because he says that he doesn't understand everything that Nikki says to him, especially when she's like being nasty. And I didn't know if he meant like nasty with the tongue, like I get, or if he meant nasty, like the other type of nasty. I can do that too, but the other type of nasty. So, but he said he can now understand what she's saying. So I said, well, good for you, because we see so many people that just don't care to learn the other and be like, oh, well, I don't understand it. No habla inglés.
I know one.
Right. So she does come out in a very cute, more conservative dress, which Justin seems to like. And then he gives her a backhanded ass compliment while they're in the car and tells her that she finally looks like a regular woman. So now Nikki tells him that she thinks that she's not the girl for him. She's like, basically you're just not happy with who I am. I'm vibrant, I'm passionate. And you're, what did she say? You're cold. And she brings up the fact that she feels like he's not sexually attracted to her, which of course, and then he was talking about how she was rubbing on his chest that morning and he got up and left. But she said, he said, I felt like you were being wild. It was like,
and you wanted to eat me.
And of course,
oh my God.
This makes her seem upset. And I think what it is that I think what he was trying to say is he felt maybe it was aggressive, but I think that I think she took that and probably knew he meant aggressive, but took that personally because of, her past, right? So, and he's just like, I'm just getting tired of hearing her yell about sex.
Poor gazelle.
He's like, I'm over it. And it's just too much pressure, so he's asking her for, understanding. And, he's like, I'm nervous. I'm going to go see my parents. And she lets him know that, that's bullshit. It's an excuse. And you're always like this. And so he recommends that she go get a robot.
Okay, maybe I'm just too like caught up in the moment, I guess, because if it was me and you telling me that you wish you could snap your fingers and get out of here, and after this, I'm gonna go meet your parents, but after this, we broken up, I turn around. I'm busting a Yui. We're not going to meet my parents. We're not going. You already met them. Okay, we broke up after that. If you're telling me that we're about to break up now, we're not going anymore.
You have
I can take you to the airport.
But she's also paying his bills, and he knows that all he gotta do is give
her. That's not changing the fact that you telling me we breaking up, that we break. What's your point?
All he gotta do is give her something that night, and she'll be happy again.
No, because even when she did, remember, even when he did, it wasn't enough. She was like, he ain't go down on me.
That's true.
And we know how you feel about that.
Well, so. Yeah, like Nellz said, she plays like she's, plays love games, tell him she's leaving and that she'll go play, nice for the family. But, she wants to go back home and be done. And I don't believe that for a second, because I would have just said, turn the car around. If I'm really planning on leaving you, ain't no point in me meeting your parents. I'm not going to play nice.
That's how I and if I was him, I would have said, okay, well.
But of course, he's not going to say that because, like he said, what I give you is more than what money can offer you.
Because I got my friends to accept you. That's what he meant by that.
He said what?
Because he got his friends to accept her. I had that's what he meant by that. I had to come out to my friends and tell them that you were trans, and I lost some of my friends. And
not even that. He said because I accepted you. That would have been it for me. But Nikki clearly is a glutton for punishment, so I don't even feel bad for her no more. Because
I don't know with that I didn't. To me, that one really didn't bother me because he's right. It's not like you were forthcoming when I first met you. This is something that you sprung on me, so it is something I had to accept.
But now you guys are getting back together.
Yeah, and I'm still working through it. So I'm
Okay. Look at now being the advocate. Don't be the devil. Go ahead. Like,
Ashley and Manuel.
or you
My
mean
very least,
AKA Pedro / Johan 2.0.
my very least favorite couple. They get on my damn nerves.
They do. They kind of.
I don't know why I have them, and I feel like I have them a lot.
You do.
This
Because
what
that's your favorite. That's your dreadhead sister.
they're really not. They're not. I don't even like her dreads. And I damn sure don't like Manuel. Well, anyway.
And I definitely don't like him now. He's sassy and won't you? It's really, I'm telling you, it's giving Johan. I'm telling you.
Well, Ashley and Manuel, they're still in therapy. You know, she's discussing how he doesn't let her in. And, you know, that they're due to get married and she still hasn't met his kids. They don't even know that she exists, for real. And he said that, you know, it's going to come in due time, but he doesn't think that they're really going to be able to understand her, especially because she's so aggressive and reactive, and feels that, you know, they're still young and he needs to protect them. Okay. Protect them from the aggression and the reactiveness. Okay. Now, the therapist tells him that basically, if they're due to get married, he needs to give Ashley and the kids a chance to get to know each other, because this is about to be your wife. I really don't feel that he really thinks that this is about to be his wife. And if it is, it's not like a big deal to him. So, you know,
I definitely think he's here for papers. I don't think he's here to be with her. I don't think, I think the only thing that they can connect on is sex. And that's about it. That seems to be the only time they're not arguing.
So he touches on how he's worried about, you know, sharing big things with her because of how she acts when he shares small things. And then he mentions, for example, how he has to send his family $250 at the end of the month, which apparently he didn't share with her. But she realizes that this means he expects her to do it.
Right.
Because he can't work. My thing is, this is something you definitely need to share, especially if it's something you expect me to do. Me. So, you know,
that don't sound familiar.
Yeah. So she's like, and you promised your family something in my name. So that's something you definitely need to share with me.
But don't even want me to be a part of the damn family.
Oh, did you see the preview for this one? Child, you don't have to take your ass back where you came from, homie. You got to go. You got to go.
And you disrespectful.
And so I'd have been like, no, my money's private.
Right.
It's private. So the therapist basically, you know, told them, you know, they both need to work on their faults. Ashley says that she'll work on being so reactive. And he says, you know, as hard as it is, he will work on opening up. But it's hard because, you know, he's used to living alone. Isn't she also? Anyways, now Ashley and Manuel, they went out to eat after their therapy session.
He was just saying whatever he needed to say to get out of that therapy session.
And he let her know that how he really felt about the therapy session. He said that basically therapy is for children. And they're adults. They should be able to talk through their problems. And, you know, it's really not his culture. That's more for gringos.
I said, well, damn.
What's crazy is you sound like a child.
Right.
Right? I was just like, what? So, you know, she tries to calm him down and explain things to him, but, you know, he's really not having it. So she started to feel disrespected. And, you know, they felt like it was best for them to leave. Okay. So she tries to direct him like, sir, the car's over here. Like, we got to go. He said, no, I'm going to walk home. Who? Therapy's for children?
Oh, no.
We need to bust a UE and take you right back because that's what you acting like.
No, what did it for me this scene is when she said, when he started to get smart with her, and she said, we just need to go home and you just need to take a nap. I said, I tell that to my 5-year-old son.
Oh.
I would never tell a
Oh, what
grown man.
she said he was acting like a something kitty or something, like a sassy
She
kitty.
said, yeah, you're acting like a sad kitty, and you need to go home and relax and basically have sex with me, and then everything will be good, because that's the only time that we don't argue. But it was the fact that she told a grown-ass man that he needed to go take a nap so he could feel better. And I said, and when the therapist was talking about, well, maybe he don't like the fact that you try to act like his mama, I said, that's it. I don't need you to tell me when I need to take a damn nap. I'm grown as hell. That was set. I'm not saying Manuel is right, and he's immature is all get out. I am totally
I
100%
wouldn't say
there.
grown as hell. He's an adult.
He's an adult, right?
He's of age.
But that didn't sit right with me. Just her telling him to go take a nap like he was a 2-year-old. All right, now let's jump into Clayton and Anali. This is another. This is Nellz, because she looking at Anali with the side eye. And I hate to say it, but I was kind of bored with them this episode and looking at her a little bit with the side eye my damn self. So Clayton is concerned because he and Anali didn't get it in her first night there. And, she basically admits that she thinks it's weird as hell that his mama's on the other side of the wall and them walls are thin. And, she could possibly listen, and she don't think she's cute about that. We ain't see mama, it won't no space for no boombox, no headphones or anything in there. So I'm kind of with Anali.
He's a gaming computer. He could have,
unless she listening to the guinea pigs make they little different sounds. Then no. So he decides he's gonna take her on a date, and they're gonna go horseback riding. After they go horseback riding, he wants to bring up the fact that her family don't really know nothing about him. And he basically feels hidden. And her explanation is, that everything happened so quickly. They got engaged in 4 days, and that's not really believable. And, they would be concerned. So she basically lied and told him she was coming over here for work. And that's what her daddy thinks she doing. I feel like somebody else did that too. Oh, Manuel, duh. Then Clayton doesn't like that, she won't say anything, but, they're planning to get married. So then they go to meet up with his sister Brandy, and Brandy is a very just straightforward, no cut card type of girl. Okay. She walked in with an attitude. Basically she thinks that they're close. She's very overprotective of her little brother and wants to know why she's just now finding out about this. And I was like, well, that's valid points. So they're bourbon tasting, which I thought was cute because, Kentucky bourbon. Okay. Get it. Now.
Yeah, apparently that's a big thing. That and the horses.
Right. So Annalie's first reaction to Brandy when she walks in, she thinks she's sweet and, very pretty. And then, she goes right in how's living with mom going, and Annalie gives her this whole rundown about how leaving her family was so hard. And she just jumps, she's like, how I know you ain't leave because you just want a green card?
Well, she did say that she looked on social media and realized that her brother ain't nowhere near
on her social
media. Okay.
Right. But
and then it was the thing about the daddy not knowing.
She's plastered all over his. And she gives her the excuse about the daddy. And so now the sister is concerned. Oh, she really using, I think she felt that way already because she didn't know nothing about her, but now she really feels that way. And Annalie is like, I would never leave my family to fake it. And Clayton tries to defend her. It was like, I don't think that she can fake it for this long. Brandy isn't convinced because she clearly has watched 90 Day Fiance before and knew as soon as she rolled in that bar with them cameras, and she ain't never heard of this girl. What was up? Okay. I'm here with you, Brandy. And so, she walks out the bar emotional. Clayton's annoyed with her because she showed her behind and probably made Annalie feel uncomfortable. And I love when Annalie
don't give a damn.
Right. Annalie was like, I don't think she really likes me.
No, I meant Brandy. Brandy didn't care either.
Oh, Annalie don't give a damn either. And the mom just sitting there, oh, so your daddy don't know nothing about my son? She just finding out her damn stuff. But she just gonna sit there because she got to go back to the closet, so she can't say nothing.
Can't stand you.
I'm just saying, what they say, how a man treats his mother, you should be worried. He got his mom in the closet, man.
You're an idiot, Trace.
I'm just saying, don't be locked up in a basement or nothing later on in life. Just saying.
Okay, so Nick and Devin is up next. Nick took Devin to find some what he said, costumes to wear so they can take some engagement photos
They're
because
kind of boring too.
the only the only people that's interested is people that have been on for every freaking season. Jasmine and Gino.
I used to think Rob and Sophie were interesting, but the stupidity, yeah, you're right. Jasmine and Gino, unfortunately, I hate to admit that.
So, you know, they're going to take some engagement photos because he's excited that, you know, they received his parents' approval. Devin is super excited about this because she didn't think that it's something that they would even get the chance to do. Now, after getting their costumes, they go outside, take some selfie pictures. I thought it was like professional photos.
Right. She acted like she was so excited, and I was like, what?
Well, I mean, it was his plan, so I thought he was gonna pay for some professional photos, but whatever. That's neither here. It was a nice little location, at least. They took some selfies, and then he suggests that they sit down because he has a secret surprise for her. Now, he said the outfit he has on, you know, it doesn't have pockets, so it's hard for him to hide this big box. Okay, but he pulled out this ring, boo, and proposed to my girl, Devin. All right. He said, I got my parents' approval, and this is what we're doing. Okay. And then I guess next step after that is going to meet her family. But you would have thought that he would have wanted to ask for her parents' approval as well, or her dad's approval.
Yeah. Maybe not. He's like, I did one thing the right way, so let me.
He said, I did it according to my culture, okay?
That was Devin and Nick. So thank you, Shade Squad, for tuning into this late review. We appreciate you. We'll have Sunday's episode out to you very soon. If not, not tomorrow, don't count on tomorrow, but Wednesday for sure, you'll get it. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have not already, please make sure you hit that like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And we will catch you in a couple of days with the new and latest review of 90 Day Fiancé. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.